So many different interpretations of brave, so little time spent actually being brave. Brave is taking that first step even when you're scared stiff. Brave is making that connection even when you might get rejected. Brave is showing up for the people and things that you care about. Brave is being yourself, standing in your own imperfect glory, however vulnerable you feel. You know how to be brave. You've done it over and over during your lifetime. And yet, the more successful you are, maybe the older you get, or the more conditioned you've become, the harder it can feel to be brave. Often because there's more to lose. But know this, not going for something, not speaking up, or living by your excuses and fears just makes you less confident, and it keeps you stuck in the same place. The cost of this conformity is your dreams, your potential, and perhaps most importantly, your mental well-being. Being braver is a choice, a mindset if you like. It applies to you as a human and you as a leader. If you haven't given it much thought, it might be worth spending a few minutes defining your specific brand of brave, the emotions, maybe the behaviours you associate with courage, and what being braver means to you. When you give words to feelings, it becomes easier to find the actions that you need to take. Being braver is actually very simple. It's a willingness to act despite fear and uncertainty. Or to use Brené Brown's words, it's choosing courage over comfort. It often strikes me as funny that being braver often doesn't feel very brave when we're in the middle of it. Think about it. The last time you were in the middle of something out of your comfort zone, or even adrenaline-fueled, did you feel brave? Chances are it was anything but brave. It was scary, overwhelming, awkward, painful, cringy. The brave bit often comes in after, when you reflect, or when someone else says, "That was brave." When asked about bravery, people often cite superheroes, or those everyday heroes who put themselves on the line, usually physically, for the benefit of others. Firefighters, rescuers, brave people who serve in some way or survive adversity. It's all of those things and so much more. Courage isn't just for superheroes. It's about those little everyday acts. It's doing the right thing over the easy thing. It's choosing to connect and engage, even when it's difficult. We all lead and influence in our own circles, and the way we show up, the choices we make, will shape the future that we and those around us experience. Courage is the ability to speak from your heart and explore what matters in a way that connects people, that builds trust, that enables people to tackle the difficult stuff in a kind and respectful way. It's not about an absence of fear, but a commitment to taking action, even when you feel vulnerable, even when you don't have all the answers, and even when it makes you unpopular. As we navigate the post-pandemic years, healing and recalibrating, we have a real opportunity to make our bit of the world better, but only if we are brave enough. Leadership now is undoubtedly tough. People are exhausted, overwhelmed, and in many cases, reeling from the personal, social, health and financial upheavals that the 2020s have continually thrown at us. As leaders, we're called to be better humans, to lead with kindness, equity and compassion, and still get the job done. This takes a hefty dollop of courage. You must be prepared to rock the boat when some motion is needed, and to drop anchor in turbulent times. Your anchor, by the way, is likely to be some combination of your values and the things that matter to you. Move too far away from them, and it's likely you won't feel great, you'll make poorer decisions, and you won't lead well. Courage is learned behaviour, and like most things, being braver gets easier with practice. Neurologically, you start to recognise patterns of behaviour, so you get less of a neurochemical stress reaction. You build confidence through action. I predict that the alphas, the managers, those process-focused leaders, will lose out to more connected leaders, people with the emotional intelligence, understanding, and relationship skills to bring people together behind a purpose. So this is a call to arms. Wake up and pay attention. Courage lives within all of us. We can choose to draw on it or leave it be. Refuse to live by your excuses or perceived limitations. These constrain you as a human and a leader. Instead, get intentional, decide who you want to be, and choose to be braver. Finally, and perhaps the most important thing about being braver, is just start. Speak your truth. Stand up for what you believe in. Lean into those difficult conversations and uncomfortable things. Action builds courage. Inertia erodes it. Take that first step. You might stumble or temporarily lose your footing, but you will have moved, learned, and built your courage. You might get it wrong, and you just might start something amazing.